It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And you look at this Saints defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now it's 2nd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready, break.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
Red. Red, yellow. Ready?
1st down. Love to pass. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Packers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing. Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jayden Reed. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw. And he lost the football. Could have been a...
Oh, we needed that one right there, baby.
They keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown.
Man, come on, man. They be bucking for Josh Jacobs, dog.
Just tackled at the 1. A stop there.
We got him in the backfield.
3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view,
go, man. Let's go. Do it again.
With another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Jacobs.
Come on, man. We had him in the backfield.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get it.
Right there we had him, man. They made me dive at the quarterback. Don't worry about it. Let's go, guys.
Touchdown run.
Let's go, man.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So now Carlson after the touchdown, coming on to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, yeah, he ain't got no user skills. Oh, yeah, he ain't got no user skills. We gonna go up top right now. We going up top right now. He ain't got no user skills, dog. I saw that on the kickoff. I saw that on the kickoff.
Carr gonna lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
Get open, Tyson. Get open.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Look at this shit, man. That's a bad play. That's a bad play, please. That's, you know what? You know what? You know what? Let's run the ball, man. Let's run the ball.
Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Carr after the incomplete pass brings
they got all kind of stars down there. Hold up. Hold up. See, we got a lot of stars down there. Who the hell that is?
He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Good little zone, huh? Good little zone, huh?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen.
We could go for that, right? 4th and 1.
On 3rd down,
Let me read the rule real quick.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
4th down, 4th and 1 or less anywhere. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We gone. Okay, I'm about that, man.
As we step
That's
aside
gonna be
here
awful,
in this
man.
1st quarter.
Zone, man.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Damn, man.
And it's going to be back.
The fuck? Should have ran the ball. I'm scared of them niggas down there. That's why. Don't be scared, please.
Interesting call there to go.
Run the ball.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love.
You ain't got Aaron Rodgers.
Looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down.
Where we get that turnover at right here.
Saints defense, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football.
Yeah, fat boy. Fat boy, you can't get outside, fat boy.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Well, this defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Ain't none of that, man. It ain't none of that, bro. It ain't none of that. Get those 3, man.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is
All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. Turnover on down. That's why we'll take that.
But the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first-quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check, smash. Hut, hut.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
17-0 our score after 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Bryan Bresee, a first-round pick there on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10.
Drill green. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints force the...
Man, we still gonna run the ball, man. We still gonna establish the run, man. We ain't worrying about that. Let's go, man. Let's go.
On his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do...
Well, I guess we can't run the ball. All right.
All
right. Let's try some other way, man.
To make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On play action, it's Carr. Completes it to Perry. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Saints.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Perry on the move to the right.
93. 93. What's up?
Now Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Oh, what a move. And a terrific return as he brings this.
Man, I got the man going on the street, dog. He's stopping and make me throw a pick, dog. Come on, man.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Gets past one man. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Play fake. Here's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Coming left is Kamara. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now. Express. That's it.
Carr going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And the Saints first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of...
And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 63 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Jacobs going to try to middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Ready?
First down, going to the air with Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Carr. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Carr steps away to his left.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, now Carr. That is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
694.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second down and 8.
Smash, red.
Love now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Runs over him. Shoves him away. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On second down, Jacobs. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robbie Chosen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Ready, break.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here we go. Here we
Second
go.
and 10.
Hut, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Six. Mega. Hut.
Here's Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing his car on third down, and that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Breaks a tackle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Back ready.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
6-18.
Carr now on 1st down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robbie Chosen with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Dancing to his left. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 43 yards. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just, and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to